Hi, how's it going? Happy whatever day it is for you. This is my newbie booktube tag. I am starting this channel and I'm really looking forward to it. So to introduce myself, my name is Trinity. I am, oh God, how old am I? I am 26 years old. I am from Northern Alberta, Canada. So it's a little chilly up here. I guess we can just jump right into it. So, as my introduction to you guys, don't mind the lovely sun. It's the only awesome place to record. So I'm going to go through the newbie book tag to introduce myself. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this, and I guess we'll just get started. First question, why did I start this channel? I want to enjoy what I do again. I want to be able to get up in the morning and know that I'm doing something that I really love. And I haven't been able to do that for a while. I have a background in retail finance, and for the longest time it was awesome. But I fell out of love with it, and I didn't know that this was a thing until recently. So yeah, just getting back into that groove. Oh, in addition, I am going to be a mom soon, so I want to be able to stay home with my baby, and a lot of that is going to be reading during downtimes, you know, when you're not cleaning and whatever. So a lot of that's going to be downtime. So even when I am cleaning, I want to be able to have an audiobook in my ear. I want to share the books that I'm reading, what I love about them, what I don't love, get others' opinions, get the feedback, and then that way I can maybe have a community, even though with COVID and with being a stay-at-home mom and on maternity leave for the next year or however long I'm going to be able to stay on mat leave, I'll be able to have people to talk to about these books that I'm doing. Question number 2, what are some fun and unique things that I can bring to BookTube? Well, you guys are going to go through time management, dealing with baby during books, finding time to read as well. I have this little monster that always wants it. Yes, that always wants attention, so I'm going to be managing that time. I have a cat who's too heavy for me to lift up and show you guys, so I'm not going to. But she bugs me. Just dealing with the day-to-day life of being a new mom who just wants to sit and read. What am I most excited for about this new channel? Well, I want to get to know new people. I've been on BookTube for a little while here, just as a watcher, and I have a few favorite booktubers, but I'm really excited to be able to learn time management, to be able to get it all going, stuff like that. You need to get off my papers! Being a bigger part of BookTube, talking to people about books, and getting my life in order, maybe? Question number 4. Why do I love reading? Well, I feel like a typical answer is it's an escape. And it really is, even though you're going into whole new worlds, it really is an escape from the world that you're in, and I really do love that part. I am not a traveler myself. I'm very much a homebody. I enjoy being in my own space, not being around other people. I'm very introverted. I can be extroverted when I want to be. It's a pseudo extroversion, but naturally I'm very introverted, so I don't like going out and about. I love the comfort of home, and so to be able to go on adventures and experience different things while staying in my home, well, you can't get any better than that. Question 5, what series or individual book got me into reading? So I don't know. Sorry, you're gonna hear her. I don't know what specific book got me into reading, what got me into what I love doing. I've been reading since before I can remember. but some of the most memorable ones I would have to say would be, you know, I guess a very popular YA series now, but, you know, typical answer is Harry Potter, and yes, that's on my love list. I have a whole box set that I don't even let my boyfriend touch. And honestly, so yeah, Hunger Games, Divergent, I love Thirst, Vampire Academy, hold on, I got a list. The Marked series, Mortal Instruments, Night World, among others. There's a whole bunch of individual ones that I absolutely love too, but those are the main series, and I mean, I can go over in one of my future videos what I love about them and talk about them, but as of today, yeah, those are what keep me going with reading, what I love. Cat, go away. Question 6, what questions would I love to ask my favorite booktuber? Mainly, I'll be honest, it's about the editing and the lighting. As you can tell, I have very crummy lighting here because, like, I have all these freaking lights on me. Bad lighting in my house, and so I'm like, I have to rely on the outdoor, like, sun. What can I do to deal with that for now, you know? So that would be a question that I would want to talk about. And then finding their preferred books to read. What gets them excited about reading one book over the other? You know, is it just their preference? Do they look at their TBR pile and do they go, this is the one I want? Or are they like me and they go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, blah, blah, blah. No, I still don't like that one. Okay, let's go again until you've got none left, because the last one that was there, I mean, you don't want to read that one, so, okay, what do? Off to Chapters or Kohl's? You know, what do you do? Like, these are the things that keep me up at night. The biggest challenges. They're going to be the hardest to overcome. Question 6. I've already mentioned this, but I'm going to be a mom in a couple months here, March to be specific. So I think that's what's really going to be the most challenging, is learning how to be a new mom. And then that time management that comes with that. When am I going to record my videos? When am I going to have time to read? Where am I going to find the best audiobooks to go to? You know, one of my favorite ones, Noelle Gallagher, she listens to a lot of audiobooks, and she gets those audiobooks from Libby. There's another one that she gets it from. But my library is closed, so I can't go get a freaking library card. Where do you guys get your audiobooks? I don't want to have to only do one, you know, one a month. Because there's the amount of time that I'm going to be up and at 'em and not being able to sit down reading an open book. Come on, you must know what I'm talking about. For those of you that have kids, especially little ones, the ones that you just gave birth a few months ago. Question 8. When did I start reading? Like I said, I don't know. I've been reading for as long as I can remember. I have this one memory. I was in grade 1, and in the back of our class we had, not in grade 1 anymore. We had a corkboard or whiteboard or something, and we had specific reading times. You know, and this is really weird because my stepson, I don't know if he has this. I don't think he does. But you had reading minutes. Every night, you know, the goal was to read 20 minutes. And then your mom had to sign, or your dad had to sign a slip saying, yep, you know, Trinity read for 20 minutes tonight. You bring it in to the teacher, and she puts it up on the board. And at the end of the year, whoever read the most, or at the end of, I can't remember if it was the end of the year, or whatever, you got some sort of prize or something. I can't remember what it was, but I mean, that was 21 years ago, grade 1, 21 years ago. But you got all these minutes, and I'd read a hell of a lot more than 20 minutes every night. Like, there I am, Miss 6-year-old sitting there, my book on the couch. Mom, what's this word? Mom, how do I sound that out? That's my first memory of reading. And I think I was the 3rd highest in class because I had a few nerds in my class. Oh, I wanted to beat them so bad. I wanted to read more than them. I wanted to be better. But they're just different people. They loved reading, and they had either they made more time as a kid, or that's all they did. I don't know. But, and I don't mean nerd in any negative way. My boyfriend constantly calls me a nerd, and it's endearing for me. So if they end up watching this, it's not meant for a negative way. But yeah, no, I absolutely, yeah, that's what I started reading before that. Last 2 questions. Where do I read, and what do I like to read? I will read almost anywhere I can get comfortable. So I have, you can't see it, but I have a Papasan chair in the corner, those circle chairs. I have a Papasan chair in the corner, and I will read in that chair as long as I've got, proper lumbar support and whatever. I will read in that chair like no one's business. Well, not anymore. The cat's taken it over, and it's full of cat fur. So I go to the couch. I'm in my room. I will read in the car because since I've been with my boyfriend, he's the driver. I don't really drive anywhere unless I'm by myself. So I will read in the car, really anywhere. Doesn't matter to me. And then what kind of books? I wouldn't have said it was very diverse before, but I'm slowly getting better. I will read, for sure, historical romances. I remember myself being in high school and books I shouldn't have been reading, I was reading. But I read them. And I enjoyed them. I read them. So I love my historical romances. Something about people sticking around, and fighting for you is really big for me. But, so historical romances, I do love fiction. So Still Alice, Me Before You. I mean, Me Before You is romance as well, but the heavy hitter ones, so, I can't remember what it's called. It's like Still Alice, but instead of the main character having early onset Alzheimer's, they have ALS. And I can't remember for the life of me what it's called or who it's by. It's this pianist. He is so great, so amazing. And then he starts getting ALS, which he starts losing control of his body, right? So he has to quit his job. He has to downsize in his house because he quit his job. And it's similar to Still Alice by Lisa Genova just because of that fact. I don't know. Can't remember what it's called. But yeah, stuff like that, the really heavy hitting ones, I've been really going through those, and honestly, I don't know why. I am such an emotional wreck after them. I never want to read them again, ever, but I still give them 4 or 5 stars because of what they did to me and how they moved me when I did read them. So don't get me wrong, those books are amazing, and you need to read it. Go read it. It'll break your heart, but go read it. But yeah. Regular romance. I love reading young adult, as you may have noticed when I was talking about what book series like really got me into reading, and I'm like, I don't know. But here are a list of 9 different book series, and they were all in young adult, really. I do a few crime. So there's one book that was on my TBR pile for January. It's called Somebody We Know. I can't remember the author off the top of my head. It's called Somebody We Know. I had picked it up just in Walmart. This man reports his wife missing. Okay, fine. But then she turns up dead. Like, literally the first paragraph is the description of a murder. You're in the murderer's eyes, and they're killing this woman. And then, so, I mean, it's like, you know, reminds me of a gated community. I can't remember if it is a gated community or not. But it reminds me of a gated community. You know, all the neighbors are nosy and, like, high-end. And, the drama and all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to figure out which neighbor did it. You know, who done it? Was it you, next door neighbor? You wanted my hubby, my wife, whatever. So, like I said, it was on my TBR pile for January here. Guess who didn't even read it? Or who did read it but couldn't remember reading it? I had opened it up after I'd finished my book, my Dark Vanessa. And like 4 or 5 pages in, like when this man's reporting his wife missing, and they're like, "Hey, well, what's your wife's name?" And he says her name. I'm like, wait a minute. I've read this. Wait a sec. And so I'm like, what's this one about? No, I didn't read this. And I'm like trying to figure this out. So of course I go in the book and I go like halfway and like open the book, different pages. And sure enough, I see other names and I'm like, yeah, no, okay, I know exactly what this book is about. Do you think I can remember who done it? No. So what do you think? Should I reread it? Is there a point? I love rereading books, don't get me wrong. I've read Harry Potter I don't know how many times. I've read Rosamund by Beatrice Small I don't know how many times. Yeah. Should I be rereading this one? What do you think? But anyways, that is my newbie booktube tag. My little munchkin and I are going to sign off now. And I am so excited to be talking with you guys, bringing out, yeah, different reviews. TBR piles, those are the ones that I really love. I'm getting my office set up in the next little while, so from, like, once that's done in a couple weekends here, I'm going to be filming in there, so I'll show you my new office setup. Bookshelf tour, because once the office is done, I can actually unpack my books from the garage. They're all in Tupperware containers in a garage, and I'm so sad. But I can actually unpack them. And yeah. So I'm super excited there. If you guys have any ideas of what you guys like to watch on BookTube, what you guys love seeing, let me know in the comments, and I will chat with you guys later. Bye!